Cool. Hi, everybody. I'm Alberto Contreras with Latino Tax Pro. Today, I'm going to be talking about our Ask a Tax Pro feature. It's just one of our features included in our VIP membership. So first of all, what is a VIP membership? I said Ask a Tax Pro is just one feature of it. Well, what else does the VIP membership give you as far as features? All right, cool. So if we go ahead and pull up the site here and click on one of these VIP memberships, the section there talks about a little bit about what it gives you. As the year goes on, we're going to add more and more features to the VIP membership. So as of right now, what you get are unlimited Ask a Tax Pro questions, which is what we're going to talk about today. Oh, what's that? The chat. You get one CE course. So if you're from California, you're going to receive the California 20-hour, either in English or bilingual. And if you're not from California and you wish to participate in the annual filing season program, that's the list that the IRS has of people that took approved training. We offer that training to get on that list, and you could differentiate yourselves from your competition. You'll get that course for free as well. You get preferred pricing for the year. It's going to be a whole nother video that you should check out later. You get a proud member plaque and certificate, which we have one up there. If you could, I don't know if you can see it or not. It's a little small, but you get that. You get a certificate saying that you're a member for the year. And you're also going to get one of these shirts. Well, what else do you get? And you're going to get a physical magazine. That's something new we started. We launched a magazine last year. It was a hit. People liked it. So we're going to keep that trend going. So VIP members are going to get the physical magazine. Once they're printed, we'll ship it out to you, a physical edition. Because most people are only going to see the digital version until we figure out all the logistics of printing and shipping and all that. And you're also going to receive a little Senor 1040, which, one of these. Yeah, one of these guys. And you'll also get breaking news right when it happens from the IRS, CIRCA, CTEC, FTB, and just overall tax industry news. Right, we want to keep you up to date on the industry. That way you could be subject matter experts to your clients. All right, enough of that. What's the Ask a Tax Pro? All right, so how does it work, first of all, right? Well, let's say you have a tough tax question that you don't know the answer to, right? A 1040 question, you have a client sitting in front of you, or a client left their paperwork and was all like, hey, do my taxes. But you're like, oh man, I don't know what the situation is. I've never come across it. I'm not so sure about what to put on it. Well, that's where we come in. You could ask us the question and we'll respond to you in between 24 to 36 hours with the correct answer. But how does it work? Okay, there's a few ways to submit your question. One way is going to the LTPA site, or latinotaxpro.org. and clicking up on the top where it says membership and Ask a Tax Pro. You click Ask a Tax Pro, takes you to this page, and then you click on the Ask Your Question button, and it should open up your default email browser. I don't have one set up on this computer, but it would pop up. Or you could send an email to this email, same thing. All right, that's one way of doing it. The second way of doing it is through Prendo 365. There's been some confusion as to what is Prendo 365. It's our LMS, it's our learning management system. It's owned and operated by Latino Tax Pro. It's just our course system. That's when you buy a course, you go ahead and you take it through Prendo, and we're gonna add a lot of cool features coming soon to this new system as well. All right, so I'm already logged in here. This is how my account looks. Your account will look different. Everybody's account will look different. All right, so you go here, you log into Prendo, click on the three little dots, or as some people call them, the hamburger, right? It's the two buns and then the meat in the middle. Go ahead and click that, click on Ask a Tax Pro, and it takes you to the same page. Wow. All right, same page, you click the button. If you have an email installed on your computer, it'll open up that and send your email. Or when you're on your home page, you click here and then go get more info about it as well. All right, so those are 2 ways to ask your question. But I said there was 3, right? So what's the 3rd way? The 3rd way is open up your email and send it here. You open up your email, copy that email, paste it to the 2, and it'll go through. When you send your email, well, what's going on, right? Because it's just an email, but it activates a ticket system. Any website you go onto, you can send a message, create a ticket, and then it'll go who it needs to go. We use something called Zendesk, which is why it says Zendesk on the email, right? So there we use them for our chats and our ticket system. We've had them for a few months. They're all right. They're pretty good, pretty good. So yeah, it'll go through Zendesk. It'll create a ticket, and then it's gonna check, hey, did this person buy a VIP membership with this email? If they did, send a question to one of our enrolled agents. If they didn't, tell them, sorry, you're not a VIP member. You can click here to buy it. Once you buy it, the question will go through. So it's gonna check. Once you email it, it's gonna check your email and see if you bought in a VIP or not. And if you did, the question will go through to an enrolled agent and then you'll get your answer. And if not, you're gonna receive an auto response saying, sorry, you're not a VIP member. Okay, so who gets those tickets, right? Is it just some random person Googling things, right? Yeah, no, it's not. We have 7 enrolled agents in our team. The picture shows 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, and the 4.25. But in total, we have 7, and that number is growing every year. We try to get a lot of our employees to become enrolled agents. Right? If you're working in the tax industry, it's always good to get credentialed. We also recommend to everybody watching to become an enrolled agent. It'll help you not just career-wise, but industry-wise and networking-wise. People would want to talk to you more. Okay, so it creates a ticket. The ticket goes and gets assigned to one of our enrolled agents, and then they'll take it from there. They'll respond to you, go back and forth. But something that happens is people say, why do I gotta email it? I have a client sitting in front of me and they're kind of mad because I don't know their answer, and then I'm trying to call you guys, but you guys are busy, you know. Yeah, that's why we always say to email it. It's a guaranteed answer. If you email it, we are gonna answer it if it goes through. And our enrolled agents are busy and not always available. Right now, Tony Martinez, our enrolled agent that handles the majority of the questions, he's out in Washington, D.C. at an IRS circa meeting to talk about the future of the tax industry. So he's not available to answer questions at the moment. So if you call and ask for Tony, he's not here. And then you're gonna be like, oh, why isn't he here? Go ahead and email your question. If he's not here, somebody else will take care of it. But we also need a written record of all questions asked. For why do we need a written record? One is for IRS purposes. This is to save our behind in case there's some scandalous things going on. We're all tax preparers. We all work in the tax industry. For those of us that have been in the industry for a few years, you know how some tax preparers like to do scandalous things, right? So this is just something to save our behind in case we give somebody advice and then they get in trouble with the IRS. They're like, oh, well, the guys over there at Latino Tax Pro said to do this, and then we're like, oh no, we didn't tell you to do this. We told you to do this, right? So kind of to protect ourselves, protect you guys. It's always good to have written records. The second reason why we need written records is so that we could build content and presentations around it. This year, we're really focusing on being more content driven. We're pumping out, producing high quality content. And we get those ideas from the Ask a Tax Pro questions. So we have a huge database of questions that have been asked. We get the one that's the most popular and we'll create a presentation on it, a course on it. We'll create some articles on it. We'll get some of our partners to kind of help us out on dealing with these questions. Because if a lot of people are asking it, then there's a lot of other people asking that same question as well. And we are currently working on an FATQ, frequently asked text questions. And this is why we want a written record, so that we could have a huge database, and maybe later you won't have to go and ask a real person. If you're a VIP member, you'll get access to this database of questions, and maybe it's been answered before. So if you do have the client in front of you, pressuring you, like, oh, get my tax return done right now. I don't know if that happens. And if you do get a client like that, maybe that's not the right client, right? Do you really want to be dealing with that? I think our friends over at Paychecks, or some friends over, they created an article on how to fire clients and why it might be good. Right? If I find it, I'll link it somewhere. But yeah, we need written records for IRS purposes and to build that database of questions. All right. So what happens if you bought the VIP membership, but you got that auto response that's saying, oh, sorry, you're not a VIP, right? That means there's a kink in the system, all right? It shouldn't happen that often, but dealing with software, things always happen. So if something like that does happen, send an email to that good-looking guy right there. His name is Omar Valera. Send him an email, say, hey, Omar, I tried to ask a question, but it didn't go through. Can you check it out? And Omar is good at that. He'll go and check it out, get you all set up and working right away. Omar Valera, our IT manager. His email is right there. And then his phone number, in case you want to call him and tell him happy Valentine's Day. Cool. So yeah, that's the Ask a Tax Pro feature. You have a client, has a situation you've never seen before. You don't want to tell that client, no, I can't help you. That's money walking out. You could tell your client, okay, leave your paperwork here. Let me do a little bit of research and I'll get it with you in a few days. Boom, boom, you do what you can. You get your questions, you send us your questions, we help you out, you finish the tax return, you have a happy client, we got a question in our database. It's a win-win for everybody involved. All right, awesome, cool. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions, shoot us an email at info@latinotaxpro.org. Shoot Omar an email, give us a call. We're always here for you. Thanks.